everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm still feeling a little bit rough, but much better, thank you, than I was. So firstly, I actually bothered to wash my hair and style it with the Dyson Airwrap, and then I'd even put a little bit of makeup on. So actually I'll just cover that off with you in case anyone is after this minimal, I know it's minimal look, because I tried a new thing which has been on YouTube everywhere, but if you want to see what it looks like on a normal mid-40s person who's not good at doing makeup, then I will share with you everything that I've put on. So to start with, I did moisturiser, my Clé de Peau primer because there's SPF 30 in it. I don't get on well with those SPF normal products. Yeah, it just doesn't agree with my skin. Anyway, then I went in with the tiniest bit of concealer because I don't like to look cakey because I'm wrinkled. So I went in with the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. So this product here, mine is in the shade 035, so a tiny dot under each eye and on a couple of blemishes because, as in the last video, when I get ill, it might go straight to my skin. So that's that. When I say ill, I mean it's like nothing to worry about or dramatic. It literally is like, you know, coldy, flu-y, tonsillitis crap that goes around. And then look at this. So this is the product. So everyone's been talking, well not everyone, but like obviously a lot of beauty YouTubers. This is the Hourglass Veil, the hydrating skin tint. Really, some people have said they're not that impressed with the packaging for the price. I actually really like it. I love this white and gold. It goes well with my Hermes makeup on the counter. It's super travel friendly. As you undo it, it's just got this little squeezy spout, which is really good to control how much you squeeze out. So I like it. And I got mine in the shade 7 after much online research and looking. I'm going from Harrods in the end because stocks are really quite low, so I'll put links in the description box below. But Space NK, Cult Beauty had some shades, I think like typically like up to shade 6. I was umming and ahhing between 7 and 10. I've gone for 7. It is on the lighter side, but I think generally all year round that's going to be the best shade for me. I think 10 maybe would be better now, but then very quickly would be too dark and I'd look too orangey, and I don't like that look. Let's face it, we're mid-August. Summer as we know it here is soon going to be over, isn't it? So I'm getting ready for autumn already. Ordered some long sleeve tops this morning. So I went in with that, and then I went in with a little bit of blusher. I haven't bothered with bronzer, I haven't bothered with contour, I haven't bothered with highlight. This is like a real simple look. So I then went in with this Chantecaille blusher, which is part of the mild Widow. What? Let's try again. Part of the Wild Meadows range. You can see this is well used. It's so pretty. It's a proper pinky pink. Pinky, pinky, pinky. Look at that, pretty. So yeah, went in with that with my new Chanel blush brush that I got. And then eyes, I did, there you go, eyes. I literally went in with a tiniest bit of this Victoria Beckham eyeshadow pencil thing I wear, and this is the colour Bottle Green. And then I went in with the Victoria Beckham mascara. Because I like it as a mascara. It goes on nicely, it's kind of wet enough, and you just wash it off with cleanser. So again, really great travel items as well if that's what you want. And then lips, just a tiny bit of this Chanel lip balm, not with lipstick or liner. This is in shade 916 Flirty Coral. So let's flirt. Yeah, so anyway, it feels really nice actually. And again, I love the packaging. See, look how nice it looks together. Not that that ever matters. So, this video is all about the Hermes Picotin. in particularly my Hermes Picotin, which is the Picotin 18 in the colour gold, which as Hermes, those in the Hermes knowledge will know that gold is actually tan, it's not gold. So if you're thinking, Jesus, there's something wrong with their camera. No, camera's fine. We're filming in completely natural light as well. I'm filming in the study. I know it's a bit boring in the back, but the lighting is just the best because I've got a nice big window to the side of camera. So here is my Picotin 18 with, you can see, gold hardware, the exact combo that I wanted. I was so lucky when my SA just said, oh, this came in, I thought you might like it. Hell yeah. Did I need it? No. Did I want it? Yes. Don't regret it. It's a cute bag. It's one that I've talked about before that I haven't used as much as I should have done. But it's got these cutesy little feet on the back, on the bottom, sorry. Inside, so I've got the padlock on, so it only opens like this much. If you want to open it all the way, then you need to take the padlock off. But you can see there, we've got this, sorry, it's floppy, I'm doing my best. It's completely unfinished except for the bottom. You've got that bit of branding there where it says Hermes, trust me, it says Hermes Paris made in France, and that is leather as well. The same leather here, which I believe is Clement's. So yeah, it's flatter than Togo. So this is Clement's, and that's what the bag looks like. It's fairly floppy, but I do store mine carefully. Now, traditionally I've always used my trusty 7RP insert, but took my AirPods out one time, they looked yellow. My new phone case, all yellow on the corners, ruined. And all I can put it down to is that liner, because they were perfect in the morning. I put them in, I went to work, used them, came home again, took them out and they were yellow. So I think the dye from the orange has come out because it was like a weird, like, you know, like that kind of like yellowy colour you get in curries. It was that. So luckily it came off the AirPods case, but the phone case on the corners was ruined. I couldn't clean it up, and it was a new phone case. So it didn't cost the airflow or anything. It wasn't like it was designer, but still, when you spend £20–30 on a phone case, you don't want it ruined after like 2 uses. So I wasn't happy about that. Anyway, I contacted Zoomoni. For those of you that, how have I got beagle fluff and Zoomoni? For those of you that know, I do work with Zoomoni, so they very kindly gifted me this. Oops, and I've just dropped some of it on the floor. They very kindly gifted me this insert. Now, because I'm very conscious of not marking my Hermes leather, I went for this in the thin, I didn't want too much structure, it's a small bag, so I went for this in the thin 1.2mm felt. You can see it here. It's got 2 pockets, one either side, bit of subtle branding there on the inside, but again that's all stitched flat, it's not going to flap about and get in the way. And I have to say I was really pleasantly surprised by the fit of this. So I'll pop it into my bag quickly. Okay, for demonstration purposes, to make this a lot easier, I have taken the padlock off the end so we can open the bag fully. This is how it opens, and as you can see, it's much easier to see inside. So, insert. Let's just pop it in, and you can see how easily this goes in. Make sure I've got it the right way. Yes. So yeah, it just goes in. I always just push it down in the corners just to make sure it fits perfectly. And now look at that. It's not stretching the bag out at all. It's this thin, because of how the Picotin goes, whereby it's longer that way than it's wide, but then you wear it and it folds out. Do you see what I mean? So it kind of almost goes long and then long. So it's almost long at the bottom that way, but you've got the extra width that way at the top. So I went for the 1.2mm felt just to make sure that I had that give, but you can see it still sticks to the contours of the bag. So amazing. I'm happy with the colour choice as well. I wanted it to not stand out too much. If anyone is interested in the liner as well, I do have a discount code for you to get 20% off. 20%. So that is Jojo Luxe. I'll include it in the description box below as well. So Jojo Luxe for 20% off anything at Zoomoni. So yeah, I really like their bag liners. I first discovered Zoomoni through just Google searching as a customer, and then they approached me afterwards, and I was already a customer, already loved their products that I paid, you know, full price for. So I'm so happy to be working with them, and I have been for a number of years. I just maybe haven't promoted it too loudly, but yeah, really happy. They're so grateful for sending me this, because I'm like, look at it again, this is a game changer. It's also, I'm sorry, this is not a slag off 7RP video. It really isn't, because I do stand by these liners being a lovely quality, but that colour transfer has peed me off. And I also think that because it's got more pockets, this has filled it up more. I feel like I've got more room with this liner. So that's how the liner fits. It also comes with this bit that I threw on the floor. So you've just got the little instructions there, tell you the washing instructions and whatnot. So yeah, so you can dry clean these. They can be made, they can be ironed, you know. And typically I don't ever wash my inserts. I know I can, and I thought about it to try and get some of the colour out of that 7RP one, but obviously I have to wash it on its own. But yeah, but if you do spill something, I'm typically careful and don't, then you can, like I say, you can get it washed. It's polyester, nylon and rayon. So that's that. And it comes with this little pouch here, which I have seen some people use, for example, as like a little lipstick holder. You could of course put anything in there that you wanted to. You could put some, you know, maybe you might be able to fit like headphones with a little wire or something in, but it's a useful little pouch. Typically I don't use these, but that's just a personal preference thing, and they are useful, and I think it's really nice to have them in as an extra. So what fits in the Picotin? Because it's a big kind of, you know, obviously this is styled off the nose bag for horses, so going back to Hermes's equestrian roots, what goes in here? It's a handy little grab and go bag. It goes well with my bigger rucksacks. If I'm using this for work, obviously I'm not going to put the laptop in this. I have a separate bag for laptop and shoes. This will just be my little daily essentials. So what fits in? Well, does my umbrella fit in? Yes. So if I need to, I can put my umbrella in like so. That's a Davek New York that's the mini size, so it's the smallest one they do. It's an amazing umbrella, I love it. I also want to put in my mini pochette. Now in here, so I'm not putting in empty items here. In here I've filled, I've put a good few items. In here I've got Lily Silk Hair Scrunchie, because I love those. I've got a mini Hourglass mascara. I've got an Hourglass travel makeup brush. I've got Chantecaille lipstick, I love that, matches the blush, Wild Meadows. I've got some blotting papers. I have some hand cream. I have a lip pencil by none other than Victoria Beckham again. I've got my Hermes atomizer, so I have perfume for on the go, and I have my Leighton Denny miniature nail file. So I have here basically pretty much all the essentials you could need for a day out, especially if you're like me and you're always running late and you have to do your makeup on the move, because quite frankly you haven't allowed enough time to do it before you left the house and you're going to miss your train. That is my lifestyle. So there is the mini pochette, and we're going to pop that in alongside the umbrella. And also, you know what, I want to do my powder on my face because all I've done is my base before I leave, again, frequently. So I have this Hourglass palette, the elephant one, with these gorgeous finishing powders and beautiful blushes and bronzer. So that goes in. So that's what that looks like so far. So you can see all of that is in, and quite nicely. Now, you're limiting how much you're going to do this closure at the top, but it all goes in. I then am going to add in as well hairbrush. This is my Kent fold up hairbrush. Again, see, bristles aren't going to hurt anything. I'm going to put a card holder into one of the pockets for easy grabby. I'm going to put my phone in, which is the iPhone 13 Pro, not the Max, just the normal size. And that's what it looks like so far. So you can see there. Now it's starting to feel a little bit weighty now, of course it is. But I'm not done. I'm going to add in a miniature shopping bag, so in case I'm going somewhere and I'm actually going to buy some things as well. So this is a little nano bag mini, super handy. These, you can see how small these fold up, super small and light. These even fit in a wallet on chain, so brilliant little handbag item there. And then I also have my trusty old Bulgari sunglasses. I think my reveal of these may have been my first ever YouTube video. That's how long I've had these, but still absolutely one of my favourites, and I always just have them in a drawer ready to grab and go with their little pouch. So again, they just fit in on top of the umbrella, so I'm done for any occasion. You can see what it looks like there, fairly full. What does it look like if I pull the tab through? Yeah, so this is fairly full, I'm not going to lie. You can see its shape is not quite as nice as it would be if it had less in, but that is a lot for, like I say, a small little bag. I'll pop the padlock on the end for effect, so you can see what it looks like. And this is how I would normally wear the bag. So for size reference, I'm only 5'3" and a bit. The bit counts when it's 5'3". So that is, like I say, the Picotin 18 against me, fully loaded. Super loads of stuff in there. So I mentioned in a previous video, I am trying to use this bag more because typically I don't utilise her as much as I should do for such a beautiful bag. I've got the Hermes Arans as well as the Hermes Oasis in gold as well, so I've got a whole matchy going on. I've got like the Constance belt in gold as well that I've had for a number of years, so again, more matchy. It's a really good neutral. I love the gold colour. So, and the bag is, like I say, super handy to grab and go. Now if I'm travelling to work and I've got my travel pass card, I can just pop it in one of these pockets which is at the side, and I have to say it's how Zoomoni have thought this out. And I'll show you here with the, try and show you here, sorry, floppy handles in the way, with the Louis Vuitton card holder there. Now you can see it's on the outside, it's not on the front bit that folds in. So this is the front of the bag. It's not like that. It's on this bit which is going to stay, as the bag is like that. It's not, see, it's harder to get to any pocket that would be on here. It's on the outside. So Zoomoni have thought that through fully. So if I am just travelling with work, got some crook on my arm, just need to reach in quickly and grab and put it back in, and that's back in that little fold, in that little slip pocket. So you can see how easy that is. Like I say, this bag from Hermes comes with no lining and with no pocket. So I wanted to get a bag insert to help organise, to protect this gorgeous suede inside as well. So should the worst happen and I have a leak, or as if anything's going to happen, it normally is the lid comes off my lip pencil, it's not going to damage my bag. So I have put a lot in here. Now typically I wouldn't, well, typically in most places, in most countries, you wouldn't necessarily need sunglasses and an umbrella at the same time, but you know, this is England. So yeah, if I wanted to travel even lighter, I could put, say, my phone in the side pocket, just have my makeup bits in the card holder and the sunglasses, and it just looks like that. So again, if I flop the front through, you can see that is, again, much better. Easy access to phone, easy access to a card holder. So yeah. Now these bags, if you're worried about pickpocketers and you're going somewhere that's going to be really busy and you're really worried about security, the Picotin, unless you get an insert with a zip, is not the best choice for you. However, Zoomoni have a solution for that as well, because I didn't get it because I didn't want it. It wasn't a concern for me. But if you want to, you can buy this insert. They do a different one. So they basically do two. If you just go onto their website and search Picotin 18, to say that's the bag that you've got, you'll see that there's two versions. There's some way that's going to. There's this version, which is just the open top, but they also do one with a zip as well. So you can get that security, and yeah, you can get that. I think it's removable as well, so you've got the option. Now I knew I would never want to have it with a zip, because I think that would just, for me, it would make the bag annoying. And if a bag is annoying, I won't use it. I've learned that. I'm big enough and old enough now to know what works and what doesn't for me. Slouchy bags only work for me if they're organised, but similarly they need to be easy. I haven't got time to rummage because I just do not have the patience for that. I'm not a patient person. So yeah, if it, like I say, they check Zoomoni out. I mean, I find for almost most bags, and sometimes people ask me on the like Facebook groups and forums that, oh, where can I get an insert for this bag? The odds are Zoomoni. They do a lot of inserts for a lot of bags. When I first got my Louis Vuitton on the go, which is, I mean, going back to when I got the jungle version, and it was just quite new out, and they only did it in the GM size. It was before the other sizes had even been invented by Louis Vuitton. And yeah, Zoomoni was where I went to for my insert. They did it, and I've always loved the fit. For me, that's the biggest thing. They just fit the bags. There's not extra gaps, but there's also no pressure on the bags either. So they've worked really hard for that, and like I say, that's something that I'm very particular about. So yeah, really happy. I'm going to use this lovely little one, I think, on Monday when I go into London. I am just going into work, but I am meeting the lovely Leslie Adina for lunch. So it's the first time we've actually met in person, so that's nice. I'm assuming there'll probably be a lot of handbag chatter, because that's probably what happens when you get two luxury YouTubers together. So yeah, I'll put a link to her channel as well in the description box below as well. Check her out, she's got some great content, and it's lovely to have her over in London. So that was all I thought I would cover in this video. I think I might do a review of a Louis Vuitton bag next as well, because I've also been using that a lot. So if anyone has any questions about either the Picotin or Zoomoni, then do let me know, and I will do my absolute best as ever to answer. So do take care, everybody. It's not for sale, by the way, in case that's anything that anyone's thinking about, because I know this is a popular combo. And she's not going anywhere, although she's not my favourite Hermes bag out of the ones I own. She's not going anywhere, and I do think she's beautiful. So, and we've got the matchy items. So do take care, everybody. This is annoying. I'll see you soon. Bye.